And like,
oh yeah.
All right, we live.
Good afternoon.
Wow. Wow.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night to Zaya, your brown skin candy girl. This is the Indulgence Hour. Welcome to our show.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
We talking about bras, y'all. Bras and boobs, brasiers, boobs, because this is the ladies' hour. Because apparently all my men flaked out on me today. But
except for me.
Except for Black Velvet. Black Velvet is always here.
That's because I get paid for it.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
At least he's honest. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Tonight is our Let's Talk About It show. We are doing part 2 of last week's relationship entanglements. Let's go around the room. I have my in-studio guest, which is Miss...
That's me. I'm sorry. God damn it.
Somebody always listen to the live. It never fails. It never fails.
I was like, but wait. I said, somebody got a Chucky doll?
Nah, I knew exactly what it was.
It was me. I hit live so I could share it. And because I always do my conference calls off my laptop, my mic is always on. My sound is always on.
Got you. I'm going to share mine too. Let's try this again.
You're scaring people like
I was looking
Halloween laugh.
I was like,
Rena, that was your laugh, girl.
It sounded different.
You trying to be funny?
I'm just putting facts out there.
I'm just saying that I heard it and was like, what was that? Like, where'd that come from? I thought it was like a Chucky doll. So that's why. Y'all remember Chucky? Yeah. So going around the room, we're gonna start with my in-studio guest / friend / cheers. My sister girlfriend, Miss Nikki Phelps. How you doing, girl?
I had a very trying day.
I know, that's why we sipping.
That's why we had to sip to get here. But I'm so happy to be here with these ladies so we could talk about some other things.
And Jen.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Black Velvet. I keep forgetting about
I'm a forgettable person.
No, you're not. You just off in the booth behind the door, and I don't see you.
We need a camera on him.
Oh yeah, you want a camera on you?
I can't run the show and run the cameras at the same time.
He can't do it. You can't
multitask.
He can't do it.
You can't do it all.
Let him say right there. I like him being the voice of God.
Oh, the voice of God.
God.
Like, you
can't tell a black man he God.
I didn't say he is God. I said he's the voice of God.
Well, you know that's what he heard, right? I'm sorry.
He heard he's Morgan Freeman. He's taking Morgan Freeman's job. So,
but anyway, I'm happy to be here with you ladies and Black Velvet. I'm happy to see you guys. I actually know you, Miss Ray. I'm sorry. I know you. Speaking of Miss Ray, how are you doing today?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just let Nikki take over. That was my lie.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the alcohol.
Blame it on the Okay. So to my sister girl, what's up, Ray, Earl, Craig, Shorty, Tim, Sean, the little brother?
What's up?
She's still high off verses, y'all.
Yo, had to go with Snoop. That's my Uncle Snoop.
Yo, let me tell you something. Snoop killed it last. She's barking. Now she barking. Yes, she's barking. A big dog.
That's not. That's not what they do. I'm gonna give you DMX. He was out of breath.
Hi, Greg Banks. I see you, sweetie. It's been so long. Too long. Got to check in a little bit more. Greg Banks and his handsome self. And let's not forget my girl, the brown girl from the Brown Girl Experience. E, what's up, girl? Thank you for being here.
Hey. I almost forgot. I was sleeping. I had to wake up and put a face on real quick 2 minutes before the show started. But hey, guys, what's going on? It's the brown girl from the Brown Girl Experience. Hi.
Listen,
and look, not for nothing. I was all DMX. I was all DMX.
What?
I was all DMX too, yo. Some real shit.
At first, but I knew
DMX.
the catalog. I knew Snoop catalog, and the energy that DMX, the energy that X brings to any performance, even with his belly and everything.
Listen, X was about to pass his energy ass out. He was like,
"That's all right." They took a break.
You know what? But he didn't stop and give up though. Like
No, a couple of times, if you peeped it, that's why they had the music playing with his words. Because a couple of times he put the mic in front of his mouth and he was not saying a thing because he couldn't freaking breathe.
But not for nothing, most of them had just been playing their music anyway. So for these two OGs to go out there and actually sing their own lyrics, I ain't mad at them.
They ain't singing, they rapping.
Rapping, whatever. And I wasn't mad at the break that they took when they was like, we're going to take a break. Nope, don't care.
Lizard, you know, we had about that break age now. We all get it in our mind.
DMX needed a potty break. He was like, hold on, gotta go drain the lizard.
The thing about it is he was drinking Kool-Aid and he's no longer taking drugs. So that was a totally different DMX.
Here we go.
No, honestly.
But his energy was still the same.
No, not exactly. Usually when he take his shirt off, it's on and popping.
He wasn't taking no shirt off, right? He got a baby belly.
He already said that if they took their shirt off, they look like the number 10.
Yes.
Like he made it clear.
Absolutely.
And everything. Come on.
I love the ex. I love him, but
he was hilarious last night. X can still get some work though.
The prayer was awesome, but that's what he do.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me just say this.
I missed it. Like I missed everything.
You missed it. You can catch it on YouTube.
So tonight I'm snacking. We snacking. Y'all hear me crunching. Sorry. Apologize in advance, but I won't apologize again. Because this is hungry.
But you crunch quietly.
I do? That's because I got thick jaws.
Okay.
It's because I got cushion around my face. That's what it
Damn. Look, I can take a drink on that.
Let's just be real about it.
Walk into that one.
I walked into it. Listen, I know I'm fluffy, I'm chunky, I'm thick, whatever you want to call it, it's there. So, ta-da, there it is. That's why my jaws, when I chew, you don't really hear nothing, cuz there's plenty in there. Just like
how you like me now?
How you like me now?
That's not where I was going with it, but I like where you took it.
Oh, wait. Where was you going? Because I think my mind just went there right quick.
Yeah, well now we're all here.
So what you?
You was like you can fit a lot in there. I'm sure
I could fit a whole lot.
You saw me like
she
said it, not me.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna get some new inboxes tonight.
I was like, is this where we going? What? I was like, the show ain't been 10 minutes.
It don't take long. I have to catch myself sometimes. Me and Nikki was on the phone last night talking to somebody. And I said, oh, they said something. I said, oh, wait, what exactly are we talking about? Hold on. Can you clarify? She started cracking up because my mind immediately went left. And so I said, I'm sorry. I apologize again. Please, can you just tell me exactly what you mean? Because I just want to be clear to make sure that I'm understanding what message you're trying to convey. She was like, oh my goodness.
That's what she do. Like, listen, I had to let them know. Listen, she real. No, she is. Because when I talked to him, she don't know this. After we got off the phone, he asked me, was she serious? I said, yeah, she is a serious businesswoman. And when I told him she had her own shop on South Street, said, really? I said, yes. He said, she just seems so vibrant, and I just wouldn't see her as a businesswoman. I said, listen, don't let her big attitude confuse you. She all of that and run the business, okay?
Baby, don't let me have to go there because I will. I try to be kind. She's kind, she's smart, and she's important.
But muy important.
I mean, hey, Robert Ben, how are you? He said baby bellies are in. Yes, we understand you got the little baby belly. We understand you got the baby belly. So
I like belly.
Let's go to current events, which everybody's talking about the whole Nicki Minaj situation. Do you know her husband?
Oh, the child molester.
Yeah, they said he is child molester. So she's pregnant, right? So Nicki Minaj is pregnant from a dude.
Pregnant by a child molester?
Like certified.
Like pedophile.
Yeah, pedophile.
Yeah, like certified.
Did she know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if she knew before she got pregnant, but
she knew.
Before they got married, she knew.
Yeah, she knew.
Yeah. He's on the list. That's how she had to know.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I would be honest. I don't think I've ever looked up my dates or anything on the pedophile list.
Yeah, but you're not a star. Right. She's a star.
Oh, okay.
People got to do background checks, right?
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure somebody got to do a background check.
Somebody got to do a background check before you go dating somebody. If you are past, at this point, if you're past the $1 million mark, someone's checking you out. I want to know your credit history. I want to know your last 3 relationships. I want to know where you live. I want to know what you drink. I want to know who your mama is, who your daddy is. If you got a play cousin that just got arrested and sent away for something, I need to know all of that.
Because
that was my old boyfriend. That was my old boyfriend.
Run background checks.
Yeah, but that's true though.
Wow.
He said she 1,000 there and she running background check. But it's true because you know why? Because you have a brand. You can't allow yourself to be connected to anyone or anything that could potentially tarnish your brand.
Right. And I had kids in my family.
True.
I'll never be able to look at you. Like I would never be able to trust you around my family. And my family wouldn't be able to deal with it. Like, no.
But see, here's the thing.
Yeah, like how is this okay? Well,
see, here's the thing. I don't know the circumstance surrounding the whole situation, but I just go back and I'm a movie buff. Y'all that don't know me, tough noogies. If you go back to Daddy's Little Girls, where they were like, he was convicted of statutory rape and blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, are you a rapist? Were you convicted of rape? She's like, you are a stinking freaking liar. And really and truly, the girl lied.
Right.
But because he was a black dude and it was a white chick, he ended up going to juvie or getting, prosecuted or whatever for that until she recanted her story. Something like that. And then, of course, the record was never expunged. Duh.
Right. And that's because he was poor. So
Right. So that's what I'm saying. If you're talking about an 18-year-old with a 15-year-old or a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old, yeah, are we splitting hairs? A little bit. But if you're talking about somebody less than 12, we got a problem.
We got to find best friend Google to figure that out. But I will say this, though. Even if it was that scenario that you said, as much money as she has, why wouldn't that record have been expunged before it got out? If I knew the situation was like that, I'm like, all right, there's dumb young stuff and everything. You was 18 and she is 16 or 15 or whatever. I would pay my money and get that record expunged because I don't want my fans finding out about that. I don't want my fans. I don't want my family finding out about it.
Nothing is never really gone.
Right, I'm about to say,
even if
this
she paid
juncture,
for it, we would know that it was here.
It's something there.
And it's expunged.
Somebody gonna find it. Gonna find it. That's what they do. And y'all, excuse me. We munching. So I got some Stacy's pita chips, toasted cheddar, some Stacy's everything bagel chips, and some cauliflower dip. I got the buffalo style and the roasted chili pepper jack.
How was the chili pepper jack?
What you like? What you think, Tree? I mean, Nikki.
I like it all.
It's good.
I
right?
like the buffalo one.
Yeah, we know. Look, the kids devoured the buffalo one. I had to bring it because I couldn't stop at the store. I was being super mom, so I had to bring what was left. But it's good. So, of course, I had to mix a cocktail today. Wasn't planning on it, but I did it anyway. We got 99 mangoes. Let's put a little bit. 99 mangoes, and my sister, she gonna love this because she hates it when I do this, but we got Langers, strawberry watermelon, and it ain't green, so y'all can see it. Thailand. And then because I am the person that I am, I can't just go with 2 flavor profiles. I had to add a little hint of mint. And you can't see that bottle because it's green. But
you said mint?
Mint simple syrup.
Yo, it's not.
No,
let me tell you something.
It's good.
I already drink 2.
Say it again,
like mojitos.
It don't even taste like a mojito. It don't taste like a mojito.
No, it don't taste like a mojito because I don't like mojitos either.
No, I mean I like mojitos. I said I only like mint in my mojitos. I can't see mint in a fruity drink.
Let me tell you, the reason why I say that is because the strawberry, the watermelon, the mint brings out the taste of the watermelon. So
yeah, I didn't even know there was mint in there until you said something.
I didn't know it doesn't taste like mint. It actually cuts down on that sweetness a little bit, but it doesn't taste sour. It just kills the sweetness.
And this is why
it's super refreshing.
It's refreshing. Almost tastes tangerine-ish.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
I'll take that. I'm flipping my fake hair.
It almost tastes like a tropical drink. It has a tropical flavor to it.
Absolutely, because we in tropical New York on the Hudson. Ray, pay attention.
I am.
No, you ain't. You looking at TV.
No, I just okay.
Ray, this is you.
No, she was looking at TV. Because I saw the reflection in her glasses.
Listen, okay.
Turn
Married
off
at
90
First
Day
Sight was on. Okay, no, Married at First Sight.
The
Now
same.
that's some deep stuff. Nah,
same-
Married at First
No,
Sight.
I don't care. Nobody cares.
You watch it?
Me, no, I just started watching 90 Day Fiance though.
Oh my
What
God.
do you say about it, girl?
Later. We're not doing this now.
Yo, is this the one with the African guy and the white girl?
Oh my God.
Yes, Michael and Angela.
Yo, that was the craziest couple. That shit had me crying.
See, I'm not doing this.
She
I'm not
was
doing
her
this.
season
behind
one.
whoop, though.
That's yo. So
Nope.
when she went, hold on.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm not doing it.
When she went
Thank
to
you.
fucking Africa, yo, I fucking lost it. Why?
We're not we
Yo.
are not talking about 90 Day
All right.
Fiance.
All right,
That
we off
show
this.
is ridiculous.
But would
It
you
is.
have a 90-day fiance? I never saw the show. But...
No.
I
No.
love it.
Absolutely not. And then the worst
Come on,
part
Candy
is
girl, where's your
Hilarious.
adventure?
the worst part of it
Because it's
is
a good
that
show.
I will talk to
We should
I
get
would-
her on
I will
that
be
show.
talking to her,
Oh,
right?
I forgot she married. Never mind.
I will be talking to her, right? And then she'll be talking to the TV. I'll be like, who you talking to? Oh no, because Janet, I can't believe that she just did that. Let me tell you something. She is not going to be able to go with him. Oh my God, I can't believe you just did that, Janet. Nobody can hear you. Nobody cares what you're saying right now. Nobody does. I don't like it. I'm done. Nope. That's it. I'm done. I need a chip. Because you guys have officially taken me into now I'm gone. Now I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So last week we left off talking about the situation with Will and Jada, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this week, what do you think happened? Our wonderful, fabulous victim, August Alsina, comes up with
A song.
Yo,
man.
Only because Rick Ross gave him the idea.
He is
Only
wild.
because Rick Ross gave him the idea.
What?
And Rick Ross'
Rick
line
Ross
was
gave him
fire.
And
Rick Ross gave him the idea.
Strange.
guess what?
Strange.
Rick Ross messy too. So Rick Ross was like, yo, dude, you might well capitalize on it because you're already in the doghouse.
And
And
that's
he
what
was probably like,
he wasn't even
cool.
gonna do it.
How do you know, Ray?
Rick, if you with me, Rick, I'm with you. That's how how they got that song.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is the nonsense, Ray. This is what
Yeah,
you
she
do.
be talking like she knows these
Entanglement.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know, in your mind, you know him. That's right, girl.
Nonsense.
They just
Yo,
don't
but
know
she
it
be
yet.
but she sounds so convincing when she be telling you. I really be into it. Like, what did he say?
Right?
Thank you so much. Thank
this
you
how it went
so
down.
much.
Ray, do you want to be who do you want to be? Do you want to be Rick Ross or you want to be August Alsina? Because we could play this out real quick.
Go ahead.
Let's see that. I want to see that.
Yo, okay. Now look, she want to see it.
I want to see this. Look.
I will play quick. I'm quick with it. The writer in me is ready.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be Will right now because I'm just sitting at the table and just listening. Like,
Okay, who wants?
that was really hard on him this week, though.
No,
That was
Ray.
kind of hard on him.
No, Ray, just hush your noise, Ray. Because always speaking up for everybody. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Will's back on his Instagram filming videos, jumping rope. He's back to his little secluded space where he's just entertaining people because he's hurt right now.
Who?
He's embarrassed. He's embarrassed. No, I don't even know if he's hurt, but he's embarrassed.
He's embarrassed.
And then you got pictures of August Alsina dick out and everything, and seeing the weight and the girth to go along with that. And then I don't know.
Oh wait, hold.
Where you seeing this at?
Where's that at?
I don't know. It was out. I need reference. I need a point of reference.
It wasn't out. We didn't see the tip or nothing, but we saw the full
print. So it's kind of the same thing. That's why
they were definitely thin draws, though.
Wait a minute. I'm out here saving the freaking world, and he pulling out his junk. Where? Is it World Star or something? Where?
You can Google it real quick, girl.
What do I
Google? On Google. August Alsina penis.
August dick? What?
Yeah, his dick, his penis, however you want to say it. Just Google that. You'll see it.
She gonna ask Siri. Hold on, let's see what Siri says.
It was definitely girthy.
It was damn sure it was. Oh my
Where
god.
is the picture of August print?
You got too much. Why are you asking them all them words?
Check out these pictures.
Did she pull it out?
No.
No, you asked Which question?
You're not asking her the right question. August Alsina's dick.
August Alsina. You could say August Alsina's package. Where is it?
August Alsina's package. Let me
What
see.
kind of package? Now that's not even a. She's gonna show you a brown box from Amazon.
You got to be specific with these AIs.
Exactly, a package. What kind of?
August Alsina's dick pic.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know, guys. How many tries do you think this is
August
like
Alsina shares pictures of his huge dick. Let's see.
Let me see.
I don't know.
Wait, I gotta make sure. Photos are what does that say?
This is the same thing with Safari. You remember the Safari picture?
Yes. Wait.
Oh.
I gotta pick my lips.
Oh, the side view.
Oh my dick. Oh.
He can sit a can on that. So now you have Will Smith knowing this. Like, people is sending pictures and reposting this picture all over the place. And now we don't know what Will Smith is carrying.
But kind of small though.
Hold on.
Obviously, it's not that.
Let me say something right quick. I'm gonna say this.
Obviously, it's not that.
Let me say this. I want to say this. Will Smith has been doing this for a long time. This is not new news. This part of it may be new news to everybody, right? But this is not new news to him. Do you really think this is the first Mandingo package that Jada has had while she's married to Will? Stop it. I'm gonna give you guys a new flash. Y'all ready? They swingers.
Okay.
And in the swingers lifestyle, people don't put their business out there like that.
Yes.
People indulge with other people on a regular basis. But I can guess, I can gather, I can almost bet money that the ones that she had dealt with before were mature enough and involved enough to be able to have just as much, if not more, to lose if they put it out there. So people respect their privacy. He did not.
He didn't. Yeah.
So
he broke the cardinal rule.
You're not gonna see too many. Now tell me that's not thirst trapping. It's a beautiful, beautiful specimen, by the way. But tell me it's not thirst trapping for a dude to post print pics like that online. You gonna give the side profile view, so it's no doubt of how much I might have to stretch to devour that. Like just the thought. Just the feeling in my mouth area, right in this area. You know what I'm saying? Just
this area right here.
This area.
Pause.
Huh?
Pause.
Huh? Pause. Okay, I'm a pause.
Oh my.
Now I'm back. So I'm just saying, just thinking about as a female, how many women and men, come on, that looked at that picture and was like, damn, I got you, Jada. I got you, girl.
Oh,
like,
I didn't even think about Jada for the past 30 seconds. Oh yeah, we talk about Jada. Let me look at the picture again.
Yeah. So the thing about it is, like, I just feel like Will has been here before, done that, except for all of the stuff on the internet. But either way, I don't feel like this could just be me because I am a Will fan, but I just feel like he's not intimidated in that way by another dude. Because
so
if you're in the swingers
that way, but it's one thing to be in a swingers lifestyle because that's the lifestyle that you chose privately.
Yes, I think that's what they're going through.
Publicly everybody you got all the jokes that go along with it. You have all the resharings and the memes. You got people dragging the shit out of him and everything.
Yeah, but that's been happening for years, though. That's not new. Anytime
that happened,
everybody goes through it.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't happened.
Like the most that we could ever say is that she used to mess with Tupac, but Tupac was dead, so you really couldn't even go back and say too much about that.
Yeah,
here is somebody like openly saying, "Hey, I just smashed your girl."
Better stop! Don't you go digging that up, because that's really gonna be a problem. Well, the bottom line is this: I feel like dude, meaning August Alsina, I feel like he is contrary to what my girl Ray would say. I feel like he damn sure made this work for him. He made this work to his advantage completely.
What is his record sales? You can't even say that. What is his stream sales?
I can tell you that. Okay, I can tell you this. I don't know for a specific certainty, but I can tell you one thing is for certain, two things are for sure. There are more that know him now than knew him before this.
Oh, I didn't know who he was.
I
before any of this.
I can promise you, I had no idea who he was. I saw him on the show and was like, oh, what's up? Like, I didn't know who the heck he was.
But if you was looking years before, you would see that him and Jada was always on the scene, and the questions had come up. What's going on? So,
it doesn't negate the fact, Ray, that people did not know him until now.
Not for nothing. I wasn't even checking for Jada. I wasn't even checking for Jada until Red Table Talk.
We talked about this before, but Jada is older than him.
Mm-hmm.
Jada knows the game, and I think Jada just took a chance on him. She saw what she wanted.
She's saying he was vulnerable. He was very vulnerable.
Here's the thing. You're saying he was vulnerable, but she put out there that she was vulnerable as well. She was going through.
Was vulnerable into pieces. She was vulnerable just to the point where she wanted to leave Will, or Will was acting crazy with whoever.
Yeah, see, I didn't even go into that. I'm just talking about Will. Jada is our age. Like I said, she done been around the block a few times. She know a few things.
Right.
This boy is in his 20s. And not only is he just in his 20s, he's in his 20s and his life is broken in pieces.
Right.
She decided to trust him, bring him under her wing. And basically it was just a poor decision.
Well, how do you know that her intentions were initially to bring him there for selfish gain? Because initially it seemed like it was genuinely. Hold on, wait a minute.
Initially she was trying to help him. Initially,
And you know how it is when people are broken, they meet and find common ground in that hurt place.
Trauma bond.
So if after
a couple of drinks. Or a little,
it may not even be drinks, whatever. Ray. It could just simply be that we're sitting talking. We're eating a meal. We're sitting on the veranda, whatever. And we're just sitting at the fire pit and he's talking and I'm talking. He crying, I'm crying. And all of a sudden we both vulnerable. Neither one of us had a sip or a puff or nothing. And then all of a sudden you look at me, I look at you, it's like, then you hear the music playing like,
snap out of it.
But so you know what?
Snap out of it.
I give you that one time.
That's just
one time. If it happens anymore after that, it's a choice.
Is this a movie we're talking about?
No.
That shit don't really happen in real life.
Yes, it does. Yes, it 100% does.
It just didn't happen to you yet?
Oh, it does?
Yes, it 100% does.
So I will say trauma bonding is a real thing. People bond over trauma all the time, whether it's friendships or relationships. But I will definitely say that even though Jada was vulnerable and broken herself because of whatever she was going through in her relationship with Will, we all got to acknowledge the fact that in our 40s, we are broken and vulnerable differently because we know we've experienced more things and we know how to navigate through those feelings. This ain't the first time she's been broken. This ain't the first time that she probably been through therapy. And it probably ain't the first time that her and Will done broke up. So she took advantage of him. I'm sorry. I still stick by my words that she was borderline predatory.
Oh, boy. Okay, I'm not doing it.
Miss Ray is my sister for real. Miss Ray, you want to be my sister?
No.
Trade out.
Again, like I said, both of them used each other, and I'm sorry. Like I said, she made a choice. I'll give you that. The first night, it could have happened that way. But again, you can be like, or let me put it on me. I could be like, I wake up the next day, like, what did I do? You know.
Okay, so let's go here. So let's go here.
Years. They was in it for years.
There you go. It was a conscious choice.
Pause. Okay, pause for a second. So you mean to tell me not one of us out of all of these ladies that are here and gent can say that we've ever gotten into a situation that we were like, damn, how did we get here? How did I get here? How did I end up falling for this person?
I was drunk.
Yes.
No.
Lies.
Not recently.
Drunk man don't tell no lies.
No, listen. It happens because people come in there and they say certain shit. And sometimes it's not the shit that you need to hear, but it's the shit that you want to hear.
Yes.
And then you start agreeing with it. And you're like, you know what? I could really kind of see myself with this person. But at the same time, it's not nothing that they ever said that you needed to hear. It's everything that you wanted to hear. And then you get with them based on that whole aspect of this person that you built the fuck up that doesn't really exist at all.
I haven't experienced that. I was drunk. So
Ray, you could sit here and say, well, you drunk all you want to, but let me tell you something.
You wasn't drunk for 2 years straight.
Let me tell you something.
I was drunk.
Drunk man don't tell no lies. When you are drunk, when someone is drunk, your inhibitions are gone, your walls are down, and your true self comes out. So you could sit here and say what you want about. No, you can say what you want about drinking. I don't give nobody no pass when they say they was drinking. Lies. You was drinking. That means that was your true self that came out. So when people get belligerent and ignorant and angry, yeah, okay.
But see, here's my thing. Yes, you can blame it on the alcohol, and yes, it's true. But there again, there are things that, you know, my mind keeps me from doing. For instance, you gave me that whole situation, and it's just like if I'm, you know, in my years old, and I'm with a 20-year-old. See, first of all, if I'm not drunk, I don't care, you know, what this man look like.
Oh Lord.
While I'm sober, I'm gonna be like, this is not a good situation. It's not. Now, as much as I might want to do him, I'm gonna be like, I already know where this is going. But now, like Miss Ray said, by drink too, I'll be like, let it go where it go. Let it do what it do.
That's because there's an underlying desire there.
Right. So again, even though alcohol, I'm not saying it's a reason, but it's an excuse you could get a pass. But once you sober up, you can't use that anymore. Like I said, after that, it becomes a choice because you realize when I'm drinking, I don't have control of that situation. Now you go back in it again. What's your excuse this time? You can't. You know, you got your one slip up. That's it. You do it again. It's a choice.
You ever have that relationship where y'all just hang out, like, and drink, and that's the only time y'all cool? That is a bad relationship.
That sounds like a bad relationship.
I agree. It is a bad relationship.
Because then what happens when you sober, the person that you thought is really there don't exist.
Yep.
So maybe that's what happened in a situation. Maybe they had a situation.
Oh, for 2 years?
2-3 years?
I'm going.
And you didn't realize it?
Listen.
They was drinking a lot.
People go back around in circles forever. Forever. There's people that have been on and off for like 10 years.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes. Let me tell you something. You know how I know this happens? I can't tell you. I can't even count. I lose fingers. I lose toes on how many guys that be like, yo, my baby mom is crazy as hell. I'll be like, but you got 8 kids with her.
Keep going back.
How? She wasn't like that. My dude, 8, 6 kids, 5 kids, anything more than 1. Are you kidding? Really?
It's a level of comfort. And then like always the part that you go back is because there at some point there was something there. And like if it was good and you enjoyed it, and it was one of those things where you haven't experienced that type of happy again, you keep going back hoping to go ahead and get that feeling back. It's like drugs.
Yeah, it's like drugs. God damn it.
Is it happy?
It's comfort.
Is it happy though? I mean, it's really
if you haven't
feeling.
If you haven't experienced that kind of joy or euphoria again.
Yeah, you get that dopamine
hit.
And then it's cool for the moment. And then once that shit gone, it's you right back in the fucking dump.
He got that good.
But
I got 20 years of bad decisions under my belt. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right. And I swear to God, everybody still got that one person to this day that you would go back and fuck again.
You know what?
I believe he would. He said if he never ever experienced it again, he had love. He said he could die today.
Okay, so hold on. I just got to bring this
to
light.
That's what he said.
Ray, what is your purpose? What is your you always do this. What is your purpose? Why do you do this? You are like the advocate for everybody. You might well be social worker, diphist, club manager, broker. You are like she just got it for everybody. No, don't be like that. That's not what they meant.
She sees the good in humanity.
Where's this coming from? I feel the hate. I feel hate right
Where's it coming from? I tell you this every day.
Where's energy coming from?
I tell you this every day. Every day. I just want to tell you for everybody here.
So I'm feeling that you have a problem with it.
I'm just trying to figure out, why do you feel like you need to defend this guy?
I'm not. So why do you feel like you have to come against him? That's your job.
I'm calling out. I'm gonna call us ace and a spade a spade. This dude is straight up playing.
But he's not even playing cards.
He busted some spades.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta give y'all an update.
He's not playing cards.
These pictures are from 2016, so they might not even be accurate anymore because he's only in his 20s, so they might even just be old pictures too. I need the new pictures. It could be. These are from 2016. I was reading the caption.
Okay, so
that's 4 years ago.
So he was still thirst trapping back then.
I don't know.
But that was right around. But here's the thing.
You know, we all still thirst trap.
Hold on, wait. But here's the thing. She said that this was about 4.5 years ago. So that would line up right around the time when he was messing around with her.
So maybe he was just feeling himself. That's why he was taking these pictures.
That's what it is. He probably sent a couple of them to Jada's phone and somebody got belligerent and got pissed because he ain't want them and leaked them out. That's what happened. That's probably what happened. You know, that's what happened when people are like, just send me one picture. Let me see what you're working with.
Or he posted it himself.
You sure that's a hotel? Let me see.
I don't look at those doors.
Nah, that look like a that could be an apartment. That could be an apartment or a house.
Look, it got the
handle.
The
it
handle,
could be a house,
and
that could be a closet door.
Okay,
we over here examining. We examining the evidence,
right? But
that looks like the door to go to the adjoining room.
Now y'all know famous people leak their own pictures when they're not going on with them.
They do.
So it's just one of those things that kind of keep you relevant. Is part of thirst trapping 101. Go ahead and put your dick out. Drop some nudes.
But you know what is positive about all this, which is really nice? They actually got to go through it in private before it became public and now deal with it. So they didn't have to, Will and Jada didn't have to deal with this publicly while they were going through it. Like was past.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. First of all, I think I said it last week, but I just want to quote what Will said, and then I want to talk to you guys about relationships and how, especially not just relationships, but especially marriage. When you're talking about two people that are married, they are legally bound to, they are contractually obligated to each other forever and ever. Amen. And if you want to get out of it, it's going to take a hell of a lot. Like you got to spend money, and then you can't just spend money, sign on the dotted line. You got to spend money, then you got to waste some time.
Do they live in California?
Huh?
Do they live in California? Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I think they do.
Yes, they live in Cali.
If I'm gonna get married, if I'm gonna marry up, I'm gonna move to California.
Why?
You get half automatically.
Is that the case?
Look at Dr. Dre wife.
But isn't that when they don't have a prenup or anything in place?
California is a very easy state for you to take advantage of someone.
Yeah, that's why they all do it. But okay, so first of all, Will said, I can love you through anything. And he said this to Jada on more than one occasion. I can love you through anything, right? Now, they come with this. Oh, God, here she go with this. What?
She ready to fight.
Because she doing it on purpose. Because she trying
to intimidate you.
Because she trying to push my button. Because she coming here like she all innocent, like Little Red Riding Hood going through the forest, and here come the big bad wolf. Yeah.
Wait, first of all, why do you come down so hard on me? Because I am for the black man.
You are for anybody that the people are against. Yeah, that's what you are. You are the spokesperson.
Anybody that you're against, and you're against everyone.
So see,
where's the love?
You want to say this.
Where's
you want to say this right here.
Where is the love?
She don't know back before they turn your mic off again, girl.
And guess, you know what? Thank you for looking out for me.
I told I'm gonna let her go this week.
Nah. See that, and that's the disrespect. You see, I say what I need to say, and I just back off. And then when I don't say nothing, then look at her. I'm
just trying to look out for you, girl. I'm just trying to look out for you.
And thank you.
Okay.
And all I'm just going to point out is that you have said way more than one sentence.
I was just about to say that. You have way past
I wasn't going to bring it up.
You way past your quota. I told you she wasn't going to be able to do it.
We didn't say anything. We just let you roll.
I told you she wasn't going to be able to do it.
You called yourself out tonight.
Y'all.
It was probably the dick pics. Like you can't be quiet after that.
That's what happened. What had happened was, you see how her screen went out. She said, "Let me go look these pictures up."
No, honestly, my father wanted me to look at an email, and I had to look at what he wanted me to look at, and so he'll call me back, and I'll go off again.
Okay. So let's talk about real talk though. aside from this specific situation. Now, the only reason why we're talking about this situation is because it's in the public eye, because we're talking about people that are, by all accounts, millionaires. They're, big time, big money, in the public eye, very popular superstars, right? So let's take it to the average Joe Schmo. Just Joe and Jane living together, been together for 20 some odd years. They go through a rough patch. How many marriages do you know that don't go through that? Now, if you don't, y'all ain't really married.
No, it ain't real. Y'all got
it ain't
a fake
real.
Relationship.
It ain't real. Because there is no marriage that's going to stand any test of time that's not going to go through something. And I see you looking, E. The reason why I say that is because people try to be like, no, my grandparents was together for 65 years. They ain't never went through nothing. Lies you tell.
That's what it is, I'm sure.
Some serum, I can promise you. And how do I know? I have several, not one, not two, but several old women that have told me themselves that they knew their husbands was skipping out on them. And I said, well, why did you stay? Why didn't you? Because this, that, and the third, they say whatever. I've had people tell me that they've talked to elderly women and say, how did you guys stay together? And one lady just straight up was like, because I had a side piece.
But see, that's nobody's business. And I commend them because what happens between you and your mate is between you and your mate.
Facts.
So y'all been together for 30 years. Y'all made it work. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If I don't know that you had a side piece and you had 4, even double kudos for you.
Thank you.
Because it wasn't my business. It's not my place.
That's my point. So when you're married, my whole point is people in this country have been brainwashed. We've been brainwashed since birth to believe that marriage is the ultimate
happily ever after.
Marriage is the ultimate finish line, right? Like once you get to marriage, you have done it. Like some people put their career and then there's marriage, you know what I mean? Or some people that's like right here, they're neck and neck, marriage and career right there along the same lines. But for those that don't choose to get married, okay, great. Just handle your business and make sure that whoever you choose to be as your life partner or whatever, that you guys have your stuff together and they can make decisions for you. That's fine with some paperwork, no problem. But for those that choose to get married, how much is too much to take when you're married to someone?
That's an individualized question.
It is. I want y'all to answer. How much is too much? What is it? If you find out that they slept with your sister, he's gone. If you find out that he slept with your cousin, he's gone. If you find out that he slept with men, he's gone. Like, how much is too much? And even in saying that, know that, watch what you say. Because
I wouldn't know until I get to that point.
I don't know what too much is.
I can't. I don't want to put a boundary on something that I have no idea. It could be something minor. I'll be like, and I can't really say what is too much. I can't.
E, why you mute yourself?
Because I was chewing my gum too loud. I could hear it in my ears.
You don't have fluffy cheeks.
Oh no, I gag, girl. I gag. I don't.
She wrong.
Oh, you gag?
Gagging is okay. Gagging is okay. They like that.
I gag too.
No,
Tears
really, gagging is okay.
I don't like gagging. Gagging gives me a headache.
Huh?
Gagging gives me a headache.
You need to drink more water. Come on, easy fix. Come on, stop it. They love it because they make them feel like they're Mandingo warrior. When you be like, oh, like they love it. They be like, oh, do that again.
Facts. Don't you can lie to me.
See,
lie to me.
See, I'm telling you, hands down.
Boost my fucking ego.
Boom.
Facts.
Wow.
Don't be like, they be like, oh yeah, do that again.
Yeah, boost my fucking ego.
I'm using 2 fingers, dude. It's really not like that serious. But
you gonna get.
We're going.
Oh, I ain't that bad.
Yeah,
are you hitting a blunt?
She hitting a joint.
Not even a roach.
First off, if you have to.
First of all, you gotta do this.
Yeah, don't even. just excuse yourself from the room at that point.
Listen, you be surprised.
There's no boosting that man's ego.
Listen, you be
anything
surprised.
you do is an insult.
Listen,
we can rub
you be
together.
Surprised. You guys forget what I do for a living. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'm telling you.
But I would never put my fingers up there and disrespect him. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't do that. Like you.
So I want to touch it. Sit on.
I'm not even going to smoke the roach. I don't even do that part just because it's too little. Nope. I can't imagine trying to. Nope.
Yep.
You're like, let's kiss.
You listen. You might as well be surfboarding.
Let's
yes.
click together. Now that was funny.
Please do not disrespect that man that way.
No.
Listen.
Guess what? Here we go. I gotta do this. Maybe we could do anal. If I gotta do this.
No, that's not even the point. Like that. What's the point?
Because I'm like, if it's
all
like
it's gonna
that,
do is graze your crack, girl.
I'm just saying.
What about if your cheeks are big? If your cheeks are big, he ain't getting past the cheeks with that.
Just gonna graze the crack.
You gotta darn it. Just lube up the crack and just slide up and down the middle, like almost like he's
a credit card,
like it's a boob, like a credit card swipe. That's good. I like that credit card swipe.
Stop disrespecting this man.
I can keep going.
Just
like I have
leave.
all the
Sometimes you just can't walk away because you done spent all day.
Who can't walk away?
And like this, yeah.
Who can't walk away? I've walked away in the middle of it.
Something else to do.
I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna work.
Really? You walk away in the middle, like
I wouldn't walk away. I would.
Can I know? I have walked away in the middle because it was not going to be well. And why should I gain an extra body for something that wasn't going to be pleasurable?
Okay, well, I agree, but I'm just saying if that don't work, like you didn't give him an opportunity to let his other skills shine, maybe possibly.
Wait,
okay.
The face.
I know we all waiting. It got silent for that answer.
She's chewing her gum like, boy, bye.
Oh, damn.
At that point, I think she was annoyed.
I see. Like what?
Okay, wait. Let's set it up. Okay, E. So was this a person that talked themselves up in their size area?
So I don't talk sex in my getting to know you phase. I like to be surprised.
Well, there you go. That's your fault then. That's your own fault.
No. Because here's the thing. Nobody's going to say, hey, girl, I got a small dick, but I know how to please you.
Yes, they will.
And if you tell me you got a small dick, I'm like, oh, wow.
Listen, they may not say it like that, but they'll be like, listen, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but I know what I'm doing. That's usually when they say that, that's when you know it's small.
Well, they tell you,
this one guy did tell me that he ain't the biggest guy in the world, and he came with a whole hammer, and I wasn't prepared for that. So that's why I'm like, I just like to be surprised. I don't like to do a whole bunch of sex talk beforehand. The only type of sex talk I do is to check compatibility check to see if you're in the same type of kink that I'm into and everything. But don't send me pictures of your dick. Don't talk about your dick size because I can tell you what I'm not going to do.
Pause. So E. I'm usually, I got your back.
What
usually,
happened till she turned dark.
She went dark. Did you turn your light off?
No, my laptop just died. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
No. Keep going. I can hear you.
Okay. She getting her charger.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Look, she glowing. Look at her necklace. Isn't that cute?
Turn them off. Okay, so yo, E, this is really
creepy.
But let me tell you something. Them veneers is hella shiny.
I know.
Baby brush.
No, these are just my regular teeth. It's Colgate.
Colgate, ew. I'm about to say she
best.
Toothpaste.
It's Colgate and peroxide. I rinse daily.
With peroxide?
Yep.
That doesn't make your teeth sensitive?
No, I don't drink tea or coffee.
You don't drink hot stuff?
No.
Oh, see, I drink hot stuff
constantly.
I drink hot stuff all the time. I go from hot to cold. But okay, so let's go back to what we were saying. So now we got E is illuminated. So here's the thing. With women, although we wear push-up bras, girdles, some people wear padded underwear. For the most part, men can see what we're working with, right? They can pretty much see what we got going on, the curves of this and of that, right? There may be a little fluff here or there that you can maybe, but with women, we are always surprised. It's like, ta-da, Jack in the Box, like, ta-da, Cheetos, and it's like, boom, Yahtzee, you know what I mean? We just never know. Now, that's your fault.
Stop. It's not that we never know. No. Because like I do, let's not act like we're not adults here. I'm 42 years old. So in that getting to know you phase and everything like that, I might not want to see, but I'm gonna gently find my way around the area so I can get like a feel for it. Because if I'm looking cute, I know for sure that you're gonna have at least half a chub going on.
Okay, so you gonna fondle him?
Not fondle. I'm just gonna, graze against it. Come on.
Okay, but wait a minute.
Listen,
Then how was you surprised?
I'm all about the fondle.
With that guy, I was only surprised because it wasn't the size that was the issue.
He was tall.
Was he tall? Oh, I only date men that are tall, girl. It wasn't the size that was the issue. It was his lackluster ability to win the box.
Oh, okay.
Like he just went in it like, and I was like, oh, don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
wait, no, go back. No, rewind, playback.
Wait, what did he do?
It was like a little kitten.
This is me rewinding. We're rewinding. Go back to that.
I'm a little confused.
Lackluster effort. I need the Cliff Notes version. Please break it down for me, simple, stupid. I just got my GED. Break it down for me. Help me out.
Like he was down there because it's a prerequisite and everything. He was down there and he was licking the lips. I'm like,
okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay.
It's a start.
It's a start. Long as that's not where you end
right.
up.
And yeah, but I felt it's like he never made it to the clip
at all. Maybe he couldn't find it. Wait, no, hold on. Wait, that didn't sound good. Okay, hold on. Back up. Rewinding again.
Because I was gonna say, we can stay right there.
No. I'm just saying some of us our clitoris until we're aroused is buried under the hood. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No. Y'all be catching little chubbies too.
Right.
No, mine isn't. Mine you can find it easy.
No bullshit, bro.
It looked like you can find hers easy.
Mine you can find it. It's not. No homo. I got you, girl.
This my niece said, okay, bring that up, Black Velvet. She said, okay, where in the hell is this man I hear?
It's me, girl.
Mommy, you late.
You come out way.
No, he's in the back. He's the
voice
working.
Of God. He's working.
You don't see him. It's like Kevin Hart's laughing out loud where he say black hand, white hand. You don't know who they are. You just see a hand come out. So that's the same thing. You just hear his voice come out. You don't see him. You don't see him. You just hear him. So, he was inadequate in that area, but sometimes guys, women have different anatomy. Come on. Mm-hmm. And so the clitoris will sometimes hide under the hood. The clitoris, hood.
She said that was already told you that's not my case.
I was trying to. Okay.
Now look at you.
Yeah, that's
right.
No, I really wasn't. I'm just trying to understand what this guy's malfunction was. How did he?
So maybe the thing is, it wasn't his thing, and he made it clear it wasn't his thing. And so going down there, he just put like a half-ass effort. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna probably give you like grade A head. The last thing I want you to do is to give me a half-ass box eating. That's all.
No.
I stopped him from doing that. I was like, hey, you can stop. Mm-hmm. And he thought that, hey, you can stop, man. We're gonna go move on to something else. I was like, oh no.
Oh, okay, that's different.
We're done.
And I just put my clothes on and I thanked him for the evening and I wished him well.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that. I'm sorry. In my mind, when you had said, I had thought y'all spent all day together.
Right. It was a build-up.
It was good. And then you get in the
bed. It was a build-up. It was a whole thing.
You reach down and then you see this, and then you be like, "Oh, no, we're not going."
Or what's worse is you
gave him an opportunity to showcase his other skills, and it didn't work. Yeah, that's
right.
But if it's not his thing, then he doesn't have skills.
Right, and you know what? And it's okay if it's not your thing, and that just means that we're not sexually compatible.
Right. Put the effort, even if it's
right.
Not the thing
but let me ask you this: if that was the case, and you knew that he knew that you were disappointed, and so now he wants to go practice and come back.
He better get some peaches.
Would he let you? I mean, would you let him?
No.
Okay.
Because he practiced for you because you said he was inadequate and he never did this before. He tried it. It wasn't to your liking, and he just like, golly gee.
So I'm gonna flip this back on you. If you was giving a man some head, and then he's like, you know what, sis, this ain't it. Mm-hmm. And then he got up, put his clothes on and left. And then you took some dick sucking classes and everything. They're out there. I've taken them.
Yes.
And then you come back and say, hey, I got a certificate that I don't lethal with the mouth now. Will you give me another chance?
Well, see, I wouldn't say that I got the certificate, But that has happened to me, and it became a challenge.
A man got off.
No, a man told me to stop sucking his dick because I was so bad. Oh, wow. And that hurt my feelings. Whoa. But wait a minute. Being the woman that I am, like, oh, that will never happen again. Mm-hmm. So I had to practice. And for me, what you mean, how did I practice?
Did you practice on guys? Did you practice on cucumber? Did you practice on banana?
No, I had to practice on a real thing. Remember, I don't gag. I don't like, I was just too teethy. I don't know. Whatever it was, I was just not good. But guess what? Even my husband, when I married him, he was just like, yo, your head game is just not that good. But you know what? Like I said, being the woman that I am, oh no, you will never say those words to me again.
Well, you learned how to please your spouse.
How my head game is now.
Call him up. I'm gonna be like, yo, Jay, question for you, bro. Yeah, how's my girl's head game? You probably be like,
oh, wow. I'm answering the phone with the picture still up here. Let me just minimize that.
Yeah, hold up. Yeah, for real.
I'll call him.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll come out on the thing, but I damn sure want to be like, Jay, question. Yeah, how's my girl's head game? He probably be like, what the hell are y'all talking about over there?
And how did I get in this?
He know, and when us two get together, the conversation is liable to go left. It's gonna go all the way. He already know every time. But okay, so given that you've had that experience, right? Mm-hmm. Now there are some that actually marry without having. She is really calling her husband, guys. There are really some that will marry prior to having sexual relations. So what? Tell him you on speaker.
I'm on air. I'm on speaker. I need to ask you a very important personal question. How is my head game now?
Oh, it's excellent.
How did I start out?
Not too good. You was definitely in training.
Dang, in training? All right, babe, we gotta go.
But don't hang up on Jay.
When I met you, you was in training. You wasn't quite the veteran that you are now, but you're definitely a veteran now. You got it going on.
Thank you very much. You have a nice night, babe.
I love you, man.
See, so I made it my personal mission. Like, nigga, not only did I get good with my head game, I got so good that man married me.
What?
So, but my thing is like, I don't think, and Black Velvet, you can chime in on this one. Would a man's ego allow that to happen?
Wait for you to come
different.
back.
Yeah,
for me to come back.
Yeah. First off, yes.
For some, yes.
You know why? Because you're boosting my ego. Like, you were so into me that you went and learned to do something.
No, she's saying the other way around. Your head game sucks.
My head game sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you went to her and she told you, get away, it's not good. Would you want to come back and be like, nah, I'm gonna work on this and we're gonna get this good?
If I fuck with you like that, yeah.
Listen, believe it or not, guys, listen to me. There are men that are out there that will say, listen, I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm not that great at it, or I've had guys that have said, hey, I want to take, a class because I want to know how to perform cunnilingus in a way that the woman will literally climb the walls and be running from me, not because I'm horrible, because she just can't take no more because it's just that good. I've had guys say that, and I've had guys that say, listen, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never really done this before. I feel really vulnerable right now, but I would really love to be able to take some lessons and I'll pay you.
But here's the thing. I will always teach somebody how to please me. I don't have a problem teaching you how to please me because I'm not like your last woman. I'm not like any other woman that you had, but you know who I'm an expert on? Me. Do you know who I'm an expert on having an orgasm? Me. So I'm not afraid to teach you, but not a lot of people are willing to be taught. And the thing is, like, I'm not going to be like this. No, go to the left, go to the right. Like, I'm going to make it like a whole pleasing experience, but you can't just go down there like a kitten and think I'm going to love it. And then I'm like, hey, not this. And then I was younger too. I would think I was in my late 20s. So I was like in my late 20s, early 30s. I was super cocky then.
Oh, okay.
We get it.
But you know what? I was in my 20s too. Super cocky. Oh, I'm going to conquer this. Okay.
But see, here's the thing. When we're talking about people that are in long-standing marital relationships, it's a difference between that and someone that you're just dating. Because when you're married, you're invested. And people tell me, oh, I've been with this guy for 10 years. So that means that neither one of y'all can't figure out that whether y'all want to commit or not. Like, again, when you're married, there is no just picking up, packing up and walking out. Like, you can do that. Sure. But you still owe money on that mortgage. You still owe half of that rent. You still owe on all of your assets that are combined and things that are together. So I say all that just to say, we look at, you know, the ones that are clowning and trolling, you know, Will, and saying, oh, he weak, he this, he that. But really, what I would say to those guys, and Black Velvet, you might not be able to answer this, but I'm gonna ask it anyway from a male's perspective. What is it once you give those vows and once you say you've committed to this woman? Like I said, this man has said, I can love her through anything. Who's the weaker man? The one that chooses to say, I'm going to allow my wife to continue hurting and not face the fact that she's going through something that I can't handle? Or the man that say, you know what, go do what makes you happy and we're going to see what's going to end up with this. Who's the weaker man?
I don't like either one.
You don't like either. So then you want the one that's going to just walk out.
Nah, I think you got to know who you are to know what situations you can handle. So just because I'm saying like I wouldn't let my wife do it, don't make it any worse than you letting your wife do it or your wife doing, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's your relationship.
Right.
I can't really speak on what I wouldn't condone or be comfortable with.
But it's too many people out here that are. And that's the problem.
It's very similar to what you asked us before
everybody's
about how much is too much.
Right. And everybody's kind of giving their opinion.
You kind of in it. And one thing I talk about a lot of times, especially when you're talking about sexual situations, there are a lot of times where you get yourself into situations and you act in ways you totally didn't think you would. Like you always think, if I ever had a chance to do that, I would do this, I would do that. But then when you get in it, you do something completely different, not knowing. You just don't know till you're in it.
I can say one thing, and this is because, and I think people determine how much they can take in marriage based off of what they know about themselves. And the one thing that I would say is when it comes to me, I would not stay in a marriage where I wasn't happy.
Yeah, but okay.
And I know people say, you know, but you know, there's going to be a time period in your marriage if you're with somebody for an extended amount of time that you may not be happy. But also as we're together, as we're married, we're growing all the time. And there can be a time where whoever I'm growing to isn't compatible to who you grew into and everything. Things like that happen. And is that the case where you're like, all right, you know, divorce is the only thing? No, like, I think at that point you start to try to get to know who this new person is and see if there is compatibility. But if there is just unhappiness, and then also it's like if it's unhappiness and it gets to the point where I want to step out of the marriage, because I'm somebody who believes in traditional marriage. So I don't believe in, for me, I wouldn't believe in like the swingers. I wouldn't believe in the open marriage. So if I got to the point where I'm in a marriage and the only way that I can see myself happy is stepping outside of my marriage, that to me would be a sign that I'm no longer in it. And if my husband did the same thing, if he stepped out of our marriage, at that point, he's no longer in it. It's something that's broken between us. I don't know if I can forgive it because that trust is gone now. And now I'm always going to look at him and I don't want to live like that.
Well, you know what? It's tough because until you're married, it's hard as hell to say, because I've talked to many people that have said many things about many situations. And until they got into it, I said, oh, but I thought you believed this. And they said, well, you know, things change, people change. You're right. Because now you're thrust into that situation. You're committed. Your heart is in it. Your mind is in it. Your soul is in it. You have children. You have assets. You're invested. You've put 10, 15, whatever years into this marriage, not to count the amount of time that you guys were dating leading up to marriage. And now you're going to walk out because there's some part of it. Maybe it's not the infidelity. Maybe it's just like you said, something that someone's not happy. There are plenty of us that go through periods in our lives where there's something missing. Especially if you listen to what Jada said. She said, you know, I was serving everybody. You know, I was here for everybody and I had nothing left for myself. I know that feeling all too well. As a wife, as a mother, you do it all for everybody and you're left with crumbs. And sometimes the crumbs done got wet, so now it's all just soggy mush. So then you're left with nothing and you build resentment. You get angry, you get hurt, you get upset. You feel like you're by yourself. You feel alone. And just like Jada said, she said, I just wanted to feel good. It sounds like a cliche line. I get it. It sounds like a cliche line, but I will say I've been there.
But is that an excuse to step out though? Like when you decide that you're going to take these vows with this person,
until you're in that place, you can't say that though. You can't say it until you've been there. You can't. That's just like talking about a woman with postpartum. You can't talk. Well, why would you not love your child? I would love to have a child. I can't wait. You can't say it until you've been there.
Actually, you know, me and my marriage now, we've survived in infidelity. And I used to think exactly how you thought. And when he sat down and told me, yeah, I cheated on you and I just need to tell you, and this is what happened. In my mind, I felt so hurt. I felt betrayed. I felt disrespected. I'm just like, how you going to cheat on me? And we agreed to see other people. Like in my mind, like that just doesn't, make sense. And I wanted to be mad at him, and I was, and I wanted to hate him, and I wanted the relationship to end. But at the end of the day, I can't say that I didn't love him. And at this point, it was just like, now it's time for me to put on my big girl drawers.
Put them on, them big old granny panties.
And I got to have this conversation with this man. Like, how could you even do that? And I wanted to leave. In fact, I left for, a half a second. But in my heart, I felt like I wasn't ready to give up on it.
To give up.
But I definitely wasn't ready just to be like, okay, we just going to accept it and I'm going to love you and pretend like it didn't happen. And the only thing that comes to my mind is, how the older people used to say, that which doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. I can say to this day, like there were some dark moments in our marriage, but going through those dark moments, getting on the other side, we are so much better and closer because of it. But if someone would have told me that it was going to take an infidelity to bring us closer together, I don't even know if I would want to be with you, because I'm thinking like, oh no, he going to cheat on me? Even after I said he could have somebody else, he's still going to lie and cheat?
Would you recommend that to somebody else though? Like if you... And that's the thing, like everybody has their own thresholds. Like me personally, I couldn't see myself retrusting you and everything. And I know you're saying that because I'm not married, I'm a single woman, I've never experienced it, but I have experienced the hurt of somebody cheating on me, and I don't like that feeling. And I could never go back to them when they cheated on me. And yes, it was just a boyfriend girlfriend thing, but the pain doesn't make it any different.
Oh, I'm not even going to talk. No, I'm not. This is not girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. This could be either a mother, a sister, a brother. Yeah. We're talking about a relationship that breaks you to your core. Can you forgive them? Can you forgive yourself? Can you ever love them again? And can you trust them?
Let me ask you this. Have you ever, and you may not have the answer, but I'm sure that you do. Have you ever gotten to the point where you loved somebody or something so much that you could never imagine your life without them?
Yeah, and I had to walk away from it. Like I love this person more than anything, and this person broke my heart twice. Still loved him.
Well, I don't mean more than I mean like.
But see, that's different. That's why
I couldn't see myself without him. That's the whole thing. But then it got to this point where I couldn't see myself without him. But you know who else I didn't see at all? Me. And so I chose differently.
That's why I say
welcome to motherhood.
As a
and the thing is,
I never tell anybody what to do. I can only ask those questions.
Right.
And like I said, what worked for me and what was right for me. That's what worked for me.
Right.
For this young lady, she was just like, no, I can't. I cannot get past. He crossed that threshold.
And I think sometimes when it comes to Black women, especially, that we're expected to deal with the trauma of having to go through hell first in order to be loved properly. And that's kind of toxic and everything is that.
I don't agree with that. I feel like when it comes to relationships, period. Because the same thing can be said when you have men that date white women, because they always say that white women will tolerate anything. So, but I'm just saying, like, people say that when they see brothers go to marrying or dating a woman outside their race, it's like, oh, because I got tired of the bitter black woman and blah, blah, blah. The cliche. So I don't know if it's the expectation, but I can say the expectation is that you will last. And that's not always easy. It's not always easy to last through tumultuous time. And God, we're over time, but it's not always easy to last through those rocky moments. And I don't mean just rock. I'm talking damn near boulders. I'm talking about you on the side of a mountain and rocks is falling down and busting you in your head. You bleed from everything. Ribs broke, head broke, cracked open. Your teeth broke, jaw broke. You can barely talk. You hanging on by a limb. And you feel like you're about to lose it. But are you willing to stand? Can you last? And that's the difference. People get married for the wrong reasons. They get into a relationship for the wrong reasons. They commit to people for the wrong reasons. And then when the test comes, it's like, oh, hell no, I'm bouncing deuces. You can't last.
It's just like a diamond. Everybody wants a diamond, but in order, you start out with coal, and in order to get to that diamond, you got to go through the pressure. And just because you couldn't go through the pressure doesn't make you any worse or any better. Women who have babies, they'll be like, oh, did you have a C-section or did you have it naturally? I didn't even know people were bragging about things like that. But listen, if you can't have it naturally, then you have a C-section. The bottom line is different strokes for different folks. But again, if you get to walk through hell in a relationship, I will tell all you people right now going through hell in a relationship, if it is worth it, if you love him, if you can find that thing that brought y'all together and whatever it is, if you can get past it, your relationship will be different when you get to the other side.
100%. Ladies, closing remarks. Oh, Ray, Misha said, first of all, Auntie Rachel must be watching the Oval or something because she ain't even said a damn word.
Who said that?
Misha.
She got mad at her. No, she got mad at her.
I was keeping up. I was keeping up with my side of the bargain. I was going to calm down and not say too much.
Oh, whatever.
Then guess what came on? My pregnant husband.
Oh my God, this chick, she watches the weirdest show. So she's sitting here watching a damn show when she's supposed to be contributing to this show.
But she's pregnant husband.
But you're sitting here watching another. Ray, you wrong. You're
wrong
for that.
You're not listening. What channel? My pregnant husband.
I've heard about the show. I heard about the show. I heard about it. Okay, I heard about the show. I know about the show.
TLC, the same one that we watched.
Well, it's probably a transgender. So
me and the brown girl out here, we have a serious moment here.
They would have to be, first of all, in order for it to be my pregnant husband, they would have to be transgender because by all accounts, anatomically, men cannot give birth to babies, nor can they carry a baby, regardless of how many tubes and sacks you want to put in there. It's not going to happen. So anatomically, they were born a female, and I can even tell you what the show is. They were born a female. They're transgender now. They've turned into a male, but they kept their organs because they want to have a baby. They chose to carry the baby because their husband has sperm. They put the sperm in there. Now they're carrying the baby, and now this person is a male carrying a child. Am I right?
Pretty much. And he looks just like a dude with a big belly.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay, we're done. So that's now that we've gotten that taken care of. We're back to this show. Can we talk about this show now? Can we do that? Is that okay?
We're overtime.
Wow. The disrespect is real.
She need to get back to her pregnant husband.
The disrespect is so real right now, guys. You are witnessing this.
The brown girl, would you date a man that wanted to get pregnant?
What?
Oh, did she? I thought she
muted
herself. A body shot.
She muted herself.
No, my camera keeps falling. Would I, Erica Dawn Butler, date a man who used to be a woman?
Wants to be pregnant?
No, I would not.
Would you be upset if you found out he is now a male and was a woman?
You do know that this show is live streaming. I'm not going to say anything to incriminate myself.
Okay.
You know better.
Wow, that's a tough one.
I cannot confirm nor deny the allegations of which you speak. But what she will say is, Erica don't, but let's not. She ain't to be played with. No.
Well, wait a minute.
If you can't
when is the appropriate time to tell someone that I used to be?
First date.
The first date?
First date.
Yeah.
First date.
The first date, the first conversation before we even get to the date. And I say this as somebody who I like to call myself an ally, but I say this as there are so many Black transgender people that are dying, and I don't know if it's because they wait too long to disclose who they really are. I think at all costs, and this is not, my own personal opinion, not the opinion of the show. At all costs, I, as a cis, am I cisgender? Is that what I am?
Yes, you're cisgender. You were born a female.
Right. So me as a cisgender Black woman, I do everything in my power to protect myself and everything. So I would expect, if you are a transgender, to do everything in your power to protect yourself, including being honest from the very beginning, because that's not everybody's thing. There are certain people where that is their thing. And if you keep that a secret and then they have to find out, and after they're already in it, you can't speak on somebody's stability where they are mentally.
But on the flip side, see, now I'm taking
Miss Ray's side. This is another show.
I'm sorry. Okay, we'll talk about it next week. But sometimes I feel like, unless I'm feeling you like that, or I feel like there's a connection, I don't know. I would think that it's not everybody's business, or like I just don't talk about it.
Because how do you know that it's not going to turn?
But again, at the point where I felt like it was turning, or I do like you, or that there could be some romantic connection, I kind of feel obligated to tell you, because to me, it's no different than like my coworkers or my friends. Like,
no, it's very different, because your coworkers and your friends, you're not going to be with them on an intimate level. If you're on a date with someone, that means that you are, in fact, at minimum, pursuing some type of intimacy with this person. Right. You don't go on a date with someone just for the sake of, oh yeah, my dude, I just want a friend. If that's the case, then you just be like, yo, meet me at the golf, whatever, we go Dutch. Right. So then at that point, then you're right. It's nobody's business. But if you're on a date, that means that you are aspiring to something. You are pressing to something. At that point, it is your obligation. It is your duty. It is, in fact, your responsibility to make sure that you divulge that there is something about you that in that way can impact someone else, because you don't know what people's triggers are. In the same way that I feel like trans people, they have every right to love and be loved and be in relationships and all the wonderful things that they would want to do. You're 100% right. And anyone that tries to bring harm to them is wrong. Yes. But I will say that it's also, like you said, their responsibility, that if I know that there's something about me that is not, that is outside of what is visible, or outside of the proverbial norm, it is my responsibility to say it. And people using the excuse, that's thunder. People using the excuse of, well, you didn't ask, that's not okay. Because I may not ask a lot of things. That doesn't mean, like, I'm sorry, I didn't approach you and be like, hey, I'm sorry, do you have a penis? Like, why would I
know what I don't know?
Right. Like, why would I do that? So I definitely feel like it is a conversation that needs to be had, and it needs to be had sooner rather than later, and preferably in a safe place, so that if that person is not for you, over the phone, that can be a little iffy, because you can't really gauge their body language. They can maybe say they're okay with it, but you can read their body language.
That's a safe place. That's a safe place.
Well, a safe place is always also somewhere in public with other people around you, is what I'm saying.
But is it though?
Really. If you're setting up the date, is what I'm saying. How did you set up the date in the beginning? If you guys are talking, you clearly set up the date somehow. Right. Before you do anything, you need to be clear. Let me just be clear. You know what you're working with, because I got a surprise for you. Jack is in the box. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to know.
Okay. Well, I've never been in that situation.
Neither have I.
But if I was, I probably wouldn't bring it up on the first date. I probably wouldn't bring it up.
Are you planning on transforming anytime?
No, I'm just, like I said, I'm just thinking. And like I said, I don't know, because I haven't been in that situation.
Right. I don't know that you.
But in my mind, knowing me, I probably wouldn't bring it up the first date.
Well,
I might not bring it up until the second date.
No. I'm glad that then I'm absolutely glad, because then what happens if you have a good time and you kiss after?
Oh, well, okay. You trying to kiss me now? You gonna force me to tell you now? So then that means like, wow, things went really fast on that first date.
So you never kissed him the first date? Stop it.
Some people don't.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't.
Here we go.
Because I don't know if I like it.
You see,
we didn't have another show. Okay, remember I was the one that
and I won't be here. And
I don't kiss on the first date. I haven't. Have I in the past? Yes.
Okay,
so you've never been on a
high
first date.
High five to you. High five. Okay.
And you like, I am really feeling him. Like you've never been in that situation?
No. So I went on a date probably early part of the year before Corona hit, and we went to brunch. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. After that first date, and this man hugs me, and stuff happened, but I didn't kiss him. Oh wait, that sounds terrible. Stuff didn't happen like that. We did not fuck on the first date.
No, I understood what you were saying. I understood what
I
you
was
were
like,
saying.
wait, that didn't come out right. No, but it's like, but it was a connection, and it was like a warmth that I experienced all over my body. Now, had I found out later that he was really a she, I would have been pissed.
Right. So then you went out, see the first date, was good. So you ain't kiss him. And I'm like, oh man, I'm really feeling her. Okay.
But I wanted to kiss him.
Conversation. So me, I would have the second date because that first date was really nice. And okay. Now I feel like I gotta tell her because I liked her. She liked me. But if I went out on the first date and I didn't feel any sparks or anything, I wouldn't tell her nothing. I wouldn't see her like I don't like her. We went on a date. But if I liked it, I'm just thinking. I think that's when I would tell her.
Well, if I was trans, I would definitely say something.
I would definitely say something. I would say something before it got to the point where we went on a date. I would 100% be like, well, listen, I just feel like we should need to have a conversation just so that I was not born looking like this. I was born blah blah blah. And if you're okay with that, we can move forward. If not, then that's fine. I respect your decision. But I just felt like that's something that you needed to know. I would 100%
choices.
Yeah, I definitely will put it out there.
Straight up, dude look like dude. Straight up.
That's because they had to work. They're trans.
Yeah, but I've seen trans, women turn into men or whatever, and they don't. You can tell, dude. Straight up, like
I can send you some pictures of trans men that you would never know that they were born female. I can send you pictures of trans men that still have a vagina that you would never know that they were born a female. So not always the case. I mean, straight up, like to the point where I was like, let me see. I was like, yo, I ain't no perv or nothing, but I need to see.
That's that New York. Let me see.
I don't even believe you, like belch. It's what. Look, y'all, we are going into a whole other show.
We gotta stop. That's good.
Doggone it, Ray. Oh man,
it's always my fault.
Heard from Black Velvet yet over here.
Black Velvet said this is not his topic.
Yeah, I was off that.
See, Black Velvet said I talked about what I came on here to talk about: relationships, entanglement. Damn it, I ain't talking about this. That's what he said. I know what he said. I know. Okay. I felt it. I heard it. Woo, woo, woo.
It's my fault.
What?
Okay.
It is your fault. 100%. Okay, last comment. What did Gordon say? Black Velvet. What did Gordon say? Don't take people power of choice away from them. But see what I'm saying? That's a wonderful way to end it. That's what it is. I'm saying the same thing. Yes. You can't. Don't give them the opportunity to choose. Point blank period. That's it. So, ladies and gent, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Next week, we're going to have a special guest from California. Yay. And he is going to be online, and he wrote a book called The Karma Club, and I will be reading it. And his name is Lawrence, and we recently met in a group on Facebook, and the book is about revenge. A woman that gets revenge. Yes. So I was like, that sounds kind of okay. Let's talk about that a little bit. So I feel like that is absolutely befitting talking about what we're talking about now. Although her revenge was for a different reason, I still feel like revenge is something that people tend to do it, but don't talk about it. So I'm gonna get you back. So love you ladies. Thank you so much, Eve, for coming back on the show. Ray, daughter, she gets on my nerves, but she know I love her to pieces. I'll go to the ends of the earth for that chick. She already know. She already know. I can't even go a day without talking to her. I'm so happy to see you. She I talk to her more than I talk to anybody, including my husband, and we live together.
And
I mean,
though you talk about me always taking up for people or whatever, but sometimes you need to hear that comforting.
Okay, that's enough, Sinclair. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna start calling you Sinclair because this is ridiculous. I'll be confused. But you a damn sure can Sinclair. Jesus, with the damn trolls. Okay. Appreciate you, Miss Nikki Phelps. Thank you, Black Velvet. Appreciate you chiming in. You guys live on purpose, love on purpose. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Tell everybody, not some people, but everybody about the show. Come back and feel free to hit me up. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of those somethings to let me know if you have a show topic, if you have people that you like to come on the show, if you have something you like to contribute, or you just felt like, Candy Girl, you are way off kilter and I felt like you were wrong for that. Come on and say it too. I may not like it, but I'll tell you about yourself. But we can have opinions because opinions are like buttholes. And guess what? Everybody's got one. Love you guys. Live on purpose. Love on purpose. I'm your brown skin Candy Girl. Later.
In other words, DMX, where my dogs at?
Oh my God.
I let her finish this week.
I'm done.
I didn't even say that much.
You said a lot.
Wow.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.